Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the greatest show on earth. I am your host, Anjindra bint Violet bint Akatosh. I can do things. This is fully capable of doing this. You have found what to play next. Config loaded gamepad. Alright, this is, and that makes me feel good, because I like when I can play with my Xbox controller. Pro tip, if for any reason you are able to, or signal you're able to use a controller, an Xbox controller is compatible with any Microsoft computer. They actually make Xbox, so. Bruto boy! Doing it. Owning it. Narita, how dare I? Okay, cool. So I do have functionality here. Let's do with the plunging. This game uses the autosave game feature. Don't close the game while you can see this icon. We won't do that then, because, they told us not to. Hold A to skip. I'm in it to win it when it's storyline, so I'm like right here. Let my hair behave. Old Town. This is kind of cute. Interesting filter. I feel like I'm looking through one of those old TVs. Oh no! Really, I'm being immersed here. The immersion. It's a game! And you should play it while wearing a nuclear suit, apparently. It can kill you! If these straws that would work underwater. Activate the Narita protocol. What is that? We push magic button with flag on it. Is this a Tron program? I saw that movie. I know everything about it now. On the outskirts of town here. Give us over to small children. Let's see how it is. Turn off that little machine and go straight to bed, or tomorrow I'm giving it back to your father. Why would you do me like that, woman? That's all you need to spend all day glued to a screen. Go to sleep now. It was tough to get us to put down our games back in the day. They were addictive. They would draw you in. There were new themes, new types of music. It calls to you, friend. It's a summoning. It's a greater purpose. You may ignore bedtime rules. You didn't hear that from us. That was don't tell your mom. It's the game. It's not, us. I swear. What now, friend? What now? Why are you giving me a black screen? Am I to go into the screen? Rival in the digital land. Heroes Summit. Well, obviously we're going to play this. Like I said, I really like the filter. It's making it look like I have an old magnetic with the gun where it actually ran you through. We have friends already? Friends? What is going on here? Just in time, Narita boy. Flag we programmed with the hero unit will some wiggle room to assemble this something or other entry with segment's old code. This region is barely controlled by the something or other. You can travel through it with something or other. Proceed with caution. Hackers are tirelessly running through lines of time to find you. Pressing this button will open the door that's waiting for you. It's a holographic module on a motherboard in the digital kingdom. She's in the capital of the digital kingdom, Trichroma, overseeing the code, fixing bugs. Open the door. Objectives. We can do things. We can open the door. Feel good about this. And press the thingy for more info. No. Zoom play. Open the door. Talk to motherboard. There's the door. There are things that I can do to open it. Obviously, I need more information. Could not be more obvious. Ooh, look at me go. Breaker, breaker, 9-9. Rolling. Plunge through that door, son. Own it. Want it, need it. Did I miss the door? So good at things. Okay. Mountain path. Go down the platforms. So we have a kind of interactive side scroller here. Which is handy. Abe of the Trichroma. What are you? This is a pre-recorded message for the true digital hero, Narita boy. The motherboard supervisor program of the digital kingdom was designed line by the creator. My source code emanates from the architectural core of Trichroma. Well, the first setting of programs they will open the digital kingdom. If you're listening to this message, that means you've received our call and have decided to come to our aid. Welcome. What you see is a visual metaphor of the Trichroma, the beam that emanates from its core in 3 rays that rise up from the kingdom's source code. Each beam has a definite function and occupies a specific region of the kingdom. Each beam is a computational entity that creates a system of programs around it. These systems are called houses of the Trichroma, and there are 3 of them, just as there are 3 creative beings. The yellow house beam, a region of code that spans a desert simulation. The blue house beam, the regions of the eternal rain, and the blue simulation. Finally, the red house beam, the most powerful and disruptive house of all. Red house beam is powerful equilibrium that supports the Trichroma architecture. But him, the supervisor program that used to manage the data dump, lost his mind and betrayed us. He created supremacy over the red house, we defeated him, and he was expelled from the red beam along with the other programs among the stallions. They returned, Narita boy, which is why we've called upon you. We need a hero who can wield the technosword with the only blade forged with Trichroma beams that will destroy stallion code. Let's go to the Technofather's castle. The supervisor programs a forged technosword. Let's claim it from them and free us from the stallion madness. That's not all we ask. Him has inflicted still more damage. We talked to motherboard. Now we have to get a hold of the technosword. This is the most Tron-like thing I have seen in just the longest. I actually played Tron 2.5, I think it was, and it didn't give me the same feeling as the movie gave me. Chamber of Broken Memory. This is a lot more of, because it did like arcadey stuff, and while this is arcade-based, obviously, it's a side-scroller. Talking about him, the sorcerer, old supervisor brother from the House of the Red Beam. It's caused a huge disruption. Motherboard will explain everything. The holographic console will double cancel to contact her. Whenever you find a holographic console, you can communicate with the motherboard. The more the encryption is initial and complex, but then him's hypernauts will be able to tap into your dialogue. What is this? Chamber of Broken Memory, and there's some sort of what's behind him. Okay, cool. So we'll get over here. And then Sora runs through my code, seeing how the first of the creator's certain memories has been destroyed. Demolished children gets access to the creator's memories. The creator places in different parts of the kingdom as a security measure. If something were to happen to the creator, the digital hero would be able to immerse himself in his memories to reactivate the digital kingdom's past memory. Let's keep the source code updated. Now we need them because him has erased the creator's memories. It's meta-neural network. The creator can't remember. The creator's forgotten he sustained this kingdom because he's forgetting in the equilibrium in the Trichroma threatens to fail him. Stallions have once again invaded us. He managed to erase his memories. We don't know. It's a mystery. Maybe it'll solve this trouble for the second one hero. Remember, if the creator permanently forgets, the digital kingdom will be lost. It won't control the power. Trichromal will be destabilized and will be under rule. Even if you kill thousands of stallion programs, remember only the creator can fully eliminate the stallion code that is gradually appearing thousands of source code. You can find the 12 remaining clones, piece together their code and journey within them, only by unlocking them from the creator retrieves memories of Hurry. One last thing, son, it's not possible to travel with the first memory to Totem. You don't have to retrieve it. The remaining memories are sufficient for the creator to remember. Did you know there are 5 backup floppy disks in the Digital Kingdom? You find them if you reload the first totem. Be eternally grateful if you manage to retrieve this first memory to and the creators can put totems and journey inside. Anything I can use. Alright. So let's see, we've got 2 checkpoints. Got a back and forth that I can go through. Yeah, so like I said, if you like that sort of where you travel inside of the computer, this is pretty kickin'. It actually explains things in very concrete must have been the other ones that came before. Sounds like this happens on a semi-regular basis. This gives you a very concrete explanation of there's a lot of hardware and software involved and it's being used properly in a very cogent and coherent way to explain your quests. So you can actually go in and be the Tron and fix, you know, this master control unit that used to run a section of what looks like a country. It sounds like it interacted with something structured like the church or, you know, maybe even retail. Who knows? They all have their own structures. And make a difference in the world, which is really cool. Cosmo Vision. So, you've got people who are, you know, doing the same things over and over again in their pattern and sustaining things. Narita boy, we haven't introduced yourself. My brother programs and our agents to the capital. Motherboard, put us move through the Digital Kingdom, investigating mysteries, working in source code. And will also help any program in the Digital Kingdom adjust its code where necessary. I'm going to warn you about simple but malicious stallion script that searches up to the ground. Jump and dodge it, don't try to destroy it. We don't know why. This code has infinite layers of complexity and renders itself indestructible. That was Wrist in power! Alright, well, I am in Ginger. This is what I actually find you everything is awesome in gaming. Like I said, if you were into that sort of thing, if you love it, if you love the indie community, this is a really cool, very interactive game that looks like it'll help you kind of think if you do work on a computer at all. So, and parse things out, and that's really awesome. The interaction when you switch from work to retail environment where you're buying something or anything like that is kind of jarring some days. So this is a really cool way to express it. You can find a link in the description below. There is a demo out, so you can play along for free. I'll include that. And you can wishlist, you know, the full version. So we're excited for it. Also, down there, Gamer Grind, you can have Gamer Coffee delivered to your door. You can use our handle Aliera, A-L-I-E-R-A, to get the discount off of it. To get a little something extra, you can pick your grind, pick your flavor. Or you can support us by buying our merch. If you type What to Play Next into the search bar in YouTube, you'll actually find us every time. So you can get the name out there and everything like that. Or if you are a Pirate Queen, if you love Pirate Queens, or you just want to flaunt the fact that you're always looking for What to Play Next, that is why I'm going to pick the name. So that's down there as well. Liking and subscribing, totally free. Make this chick smile. We love talking to you guys, so help us comment as well. And thank you for coming along for the ride most of all. And we will see you in the next video.